Louisiana faces a nearly $2 billion budget deficit. We're live at the Capitol with a preview of the governor's address on a possible recession.
And Donald Trump is in Baton Rouge rallying for support. We'll explain what's expected from his visit.
Tiger TV starts right now.
Welcome to Newsbeat. I'm Larissa Bonaquisti.
And I'm Matt Houston. We have some developing news. The Louisiana Office of Student Financial Assistance is stopping TOPS payments immediately.
LOFSA made the announcement earlier today saying all payments are being suspended until further notice. This comes hours before Governor John Bel Edwards' address regarding the state budget deficit.
A spokesman for LOFSA says this is a precautionary measure and that more news will be announced once specific budget cuts are detailed. Tonight, Governor John Bel Edwards will deliver a statewide address concerning Louisiana's growing budget deficit.
We go live now to Tiger TV's Madeline Adams with a look at what we can expect from Governor Edwards' address.
That's right, guys. Governor John Bel Edwards' state address is scheduled to begin here at 6:30 and should showcase just what kind of situation our Louisiana economy is in. Louisiana chief economist told legislators Wednesday that the state economy is in a recession of its own and that it'll be short nearly $870 million on what it has to spend this year. TOPS, it was announced 30 minutes ago that TOPS would be cut and suspended immediately. Governor Edwards' press address comes just 3 days before a special legislative session is scheduled to present new bills and measures to relieve the state's economic burden. You can watch tonight's address tonight at 6:30 at tigertv.tv. From the state capitol, I'm Madeline Adams, Tiger TV.
Thanks, Madeline. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump will make a stop in Baton Rouge tonight as part of his campaign. Trump will speak at the River Center tonight at 7, but doors opened at 5, so make sure to get to the 10,000-seat space soon for a spot. Louisiana's primary is March 5th. Tiger TV will be live tweeting the event. Follow LSU Tiger TV for highlights, and visit our website after the event for full coverage. That's tigertv.tv.
Democratic presidential contenders are preparing to face off tonight. Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton will make their cases before voters in Wisconsin. This as both candidates seek to shore up or consolidate support among African-American voters. CNN's Kim Hutcherson has more.
Democratic presidential candidates Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders will battle it out Thursday night in Milwaukee at the PBS Democratic debate. Despite her recent New Hampshire primary loss, Clinton picked up a key endorsement Wednesday.
The members of the Congressional Black Caucus across many different generations, members in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, Don, have collectively concluded that Hillary Clinton is the right person for the job.
Sanders met Wednesday with Reverend Al Sharpton. They talked for about 20 minutes, but Sharpton did not extend his endorsement. A recent NBC Wall Street Journal Marist poll showed Sanders with only 17% support among African Americans in South Carolina, compared with 74% support for Clinton. Political analyst Michael Nutter explained.
Because the relationships are so long-standing, they're so deep, they're real. There are real people who can testify to the nature of these relationships.
But political analyst Van Jones says Sanders' numbers with African Americans could improve.
And I think he will grow in the black community. But where we are right now, he has not made those strong connections yet. Philosophically, yes. Historically, yes. But practically, not yet.
I'm Kim Hutcherson reporting.
2 contests remain for Democrats in February, the Nevada caucuses and the South Carolina primary. That's followed by Super Tuesday on March 1st, when more than a dozen states will hold primaries or caucuses.
During what many thought would be a safe Super Bowl show, Beyoncé's controversial set garnered national attention, but racial tensions have stretched all the way back to LSU even before the big game. Earlier this month, a post on a private LSU-affiliated Facebook page told students the original poster was writing a paper on, quote, reverse racism. This post attracted nearly 260 comments from students arguing over racial issues. Similar posts appeared on the page and on Twitter where the hashtag #BeingBlack at LSU was used, even seeing attention from LSU President F. King Alexander. But some students say they need to focus on what's important, their education. President F. King Alexander says he hopes to resolve any racial hostilities before it escalates.
Holes in Turo Hall restroom walls have been repaired following an obscenity arrest last week. Tiger TV broke the story. Michael Cupid was charged Friday after he reportedly solicited oral sex through a hole in a stall wall. Cupid was a Walker City prosecutor before resigning Saturday. He'd been banned from Turo Hall in 2011 for similar actions. 2 holes were repaired in the first floor men's restroom. Students say similar wall damage in halls across campus still remain.
100 years ago, Einstein predicted the existence of gravitational waves. Earlier this week, physicists at Livingston Parish Observatory got the first hint of their existence. Scientists heard a ping on their Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory, or LIGO. This ping is the result of 2 black holes colliding over 1 billion years ago, releasing the energy of 1 billion trillion suns. Scientists used a split laser and perfect glass mirrors to measure the return of the laser. The misaligned lasers are registered as a sound ping by LIGO. Scientists are calling this discovery one of the most important findings in years.
LSU's student section is often called one of the best in the SEC, but are some of its cheers going too far?
We've got all that and more from sports reporter Brian Pellerin coming up after this break.
Rowdy LSU fans are commonplace at LSU sporting events, but inappropriate phrases used during games has caught negative attention from some. Complaints were made after the Tigers hosted #1 Oklahoma in the PMAC last month. Explicit chants directed at Oklahoma players could be heard over the entire arena and on national television. After the loss, some students threw drinks and paper onto the court. Some other students urged athletic director Joe Oliva to take action or suffer from an undesired reputation. Deputy Director of Athletics Eddie Nunez says the situation is under control and that the student section is capable of showing good sportsmanship.
We're talking about one situation in Oklahoma. For the Kentucky game, our students were great. They've been excellent all year. And again, this was a one case situation.
Wednesday did not go according to plan. For the Tigers, they traveled to South Carolina last night to face the Gamecocks with first place in the SEC on the line. Foul trouble left LSU without Craig Victor and Ben Simmons for much of the first half. So we'll go ahead and pick it up in the second. Tigers trailing by 7 here. Simmons puts it on the floor and gets his first stamp on the game with a thunderous dunk. LSU gets it in within 5 after the foul. Tigers had huge momentum going after the dunk, but South Carolina consistently had an answer. Dwayne Notice with a 3-pointer there. This time it's Michael Carrara going baseline on Keith Hornsby. +1. It was a hard-fought game for the Tigers. They hung tight, but ultimately too much balanced scoring from the Gamecocks, and 12 missed free throws sunk the Tigers. Gamecocks get the victory, 94-83. Don't worry just yet, Tiger fans. LSU is still tied with South Carolina and Kentucky atop the SEC standings. Those teams face each other Saturday in Columbia, while LSU gets Texas A&M here in the PMAC. The Aggies blew out the Tigers in College Station earlier this year, but coming off 3 straight losses, this isn't the same team LSU faced earlier.
I would expect them to come out with a different type of edge, trying to gain back the momentum that they had earlier on in the year. It's going to be a battle, and I'm looking forward to it. It's the games that I embrace.
The Tigers and Aggies tip off at noon on CBS. Remember the LSU softball team that last season, along with the gymnastics team, dominated the sports landscape here? Of course you do. Well, they're back, and many of your favorite players are still here. In fact, LSU only lost 1 regular starter, center fielder A.J. Andrews, from last year's potent lineup and returned their top 2 pitchers, Allie Wall-Jasper and Carly Hoover. With all that offense, the star power in the circle, and experience from last year's College World Series, these Tigers expect to bring home the program's first national title this year.
You want to go, that we need to go, that we have to go, and that nothing's going to satisfy us except for being there and winning.
After this break, we'll show you a way that one coffee shop is helping you keep your Valentine's Day game strong.
Coffee lovers rejoice! From now until Valentine's Day, 3 new drinks will be available at Starbucks, and chocoholics are in for a treat.
The molten chocolate latte, frappuccino, and hot chocolate are available for a limited time, so if your Valentine this year is caffeine like mine, you may want to give these treats a try.
That's all we have on our show today, but don't forget to visit our website at tigertv.tv for more.
Also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at LSU Tiger TV.
Have a great evening.